y'all, welcome back to another episode of Small Talk. You already know two queens, two perspectives, one topic. But today, we have one of our favorite guests, one of our favorite folks that comes and chats with us and kicks it with us. We have Tim from Real Talk with Tim podcast. Say hello, Tim.
Hello, good people, good people. My name is Tim, host of the Real Talk with Tim podcast, currently in season 6. Um, if you like to listen to love, life, and relationships, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff, some interviews occasionally. If you like to listen to that type of content, come on over, follow me on the gram, Real Talk with Tim podcast, follow me on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. RTWT podcast. Follow me on TikTok, Real Talk with Tim podcast. Yeah, come check me out, y'all. Hit the follow button, hit the likes, go binge listen to all the material, and let's get the ball rolling.
All right. If y'all don't know Tim, now you do. Number one. Number two, he's just a dope person all the way around. Highly recommend his podcast. Y'all go check that out. Tim, last time you was here, we put you in the hot seat, bruh. Guess what we're doing again today? We're putting you back in the hot seat.
So I'm just gonna keep getting burnt every time I come here.
Yeah. You're gonna take one for the team. You definitely gonna take one for the team.
That's cool.
Today we're gonna jump into side chick, main chick, right? Side chick, main chick. Okay. You're dating two women. Got your side chick and you got your main chick. Who do you think has more value?
Value? Well, your main chick gonna have the value, but when you talk about side and main, that don't mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person who their feelings invested with the most. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say, I don't think it's a right, and I don't think it's one answer for that question though. Well, no, let's hold up. It is one question, one answer. The one answer is whoever your feelings are invested in the most, that's who holds the most value. Because time don't mean nothing no more, clearly. I'm just saying. You can know somebody for 5 years and know somebody for 5 months, but your feelings more invested with the person 5 months because maybe y'all click more than you and the other person. Because you could go through a lot in 5 years and then y'all can be like up and down with what y'all bond. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that. Whoever got the most investment with the feelings.
Do you think that it's so funny you said that? We just shot a pot about men and their invested feelings in these relationships nowadays. Do you feel like a side chick can turn main?
Yeah, of course.
Would you have to then drop the main chick?
Or
switch? Like, would you have to drop the main chick because you would have to you're upgrading the side chick, right? So would you drop the main chick and then go find another side chick?
Or do they just switch?
Are you talking about that newly promoted side chick?
Yes.
So I drop a main, turn side to main, and then drop that one too, and then get another promoted.
No. You drop your main, right? You turn your side chick to your main, but then you go cop another side chick.
Oh, well, that's the circle of life. That's the circle of life, man. That's definitely. I mean, that's the circle of life. That's what happens because same way you get them, same way you lose them. I believe that though. I ain't even gonna lie. I believe it. That's why you gotta be careful, like, because it's always sometimes when you come across people who be in relationships and then y'all get close and all that. Now that person's person. You gotta be careful with that because if that person drop a person for you, then they'll drop you for another person. They have that type of thing with them. If I just met Asia today and we start kicking it for 2 months and I drop my main for her, then that should raise red flags for her. She should be like, if he dropped her for me, then he'll do the same shit to me.
That's true. But so many people, I feel like a lot of women and men feel like, well, let me not say men, maybe just women. Let me talk for my species, if you will. I feel like we feel like sometimes we can change men and their perspective, and they're not gonna drop me. So, I'm gonna stick it out, or if I'm side chick turned main, I'm going to remain the main chick.
It has
Right, because
been
I
done.
earned that
It has
spot as
been done
main.
though.
What?
It has been done. They say you hear that narrative out there that you can't change a man, but I believe men have changed for women before. It just don't happen at the time you want it to happen. And
So what makes
it just don't happen for the woman that it's supposed to happen for.
so then what makes a man change then? If
It's
like a
all on
man changes at some
what
point.
whatever that man requires. Like, I guess it depends on the man. Whatever woman can bring that requirement, and bring it the right way, that's the one he gonna change for. It's just like women too, though. I mean, women too. Anybody, I think anybody would change for the right person, though. But in this case, since we talking about us and side and main and all that, any man would change for the right woman. That is a true statement.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever came up with that statement, yeah, that's true.
So
Dude,
what
go ahead.
happens though, like when you have, because you made a comment about like, he might change, but not in the woman's timing, right? So do you think that sometimes the main chick can can prep and can like almost like help facilitate that change in you to prepare you for the side chick?
Yep. Yep. Listen, hold up, but listen, look. So okay, so since we specifically talking about men, right? So you know how one man can hurt multiple women in his life, right? But each woman that he hurt, he believe it or not, he learning something from each woman he dealt with. He learns something. He take a piece from every woman he deal with, and piece by piece by piece by piece, like he gonna change eventually. What happened when you build Legos together? Piece by piece, you build something perfect, right? So every little piece of something, it could be a bad thing or a good thing that he take from each woman he deal with, is gonna all ball up into a ball, and then that's gonna be his change. Because when he finally, because men gonna get tired of, men play games and shit like that, but men gonna get tired of doing the same things that they do. Let's just say you got a man who just like to sleep with a bunch of women and just be a little con artist or whatever. Eventually he gonna get tired of that shit. He gonna come across a good woman at the end. It's gonna be late, where he gonna come across a good woman at the end, and then he's gonna know the things that he ain't supposed to do with women. He gonna say, man, I used to do this. This used to hurt all of them women. This used to hurt all of those women. So maybe if I stop doing this, then I'll get a different outcome in the woman that I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? So every dude gonna change. Some dudes take longer. Some dudes take less time. It'll happen.
So then that means that it's less of a knock on the woman, right? Because you could have a good woman, and if you're still in your playing around phase, your immature phase, whatever phase you want to call it, right? And you're building, like you said, those Legos, those
Uh-huh.
pieces, then you really hurt a good thing. You could have
Yeah,
had.
but guess what though? That prepares y'all too for the next man.
No,
Because no, I'm gonna tell you
women
why though.
dinner
I'm gonna tell you
instead.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Go ahead.
everybody, men and women, when we go through our earlier stages of relationships and stuff like that, we gonna get hurt. It takes some of us longer to get hurt, less time to get hurt. Some of us get lied to, some of us get cheated on, some of us get hit, some of us don't get hit. Everybody has a story,
Mm-hmm.
behind them before they, end up coming up towards their ending. Like, let's just say, like, I'm 36. So let's just say I get married right now at 36, but I've been in relationships and dealing with women and shit since I was like 15 years old. Let's just say from 15 to 21, I've been on games, I've been playing, I've been on my player shit. From 21 to 27, I started slowing down. From 27 to 30, I slowed down like a motherfucker. From 30 to 35, I was hunting. So like, but everything you go through is going to, like for women, right? Women get constantly hurt by all different types of men. But every new man you come across, they could possibly sometimes they remind you of the dudes you used to talk to. So you better prepare for that dude, because you wasn't prepared for one dude, but now you prepare for this dude because you see the same behavior. Mm-hmm. You're like, man, I used to talk to a dude just like you. I know how to move with you. I'm not going to, this why some of y'all so guarded now, and y'all don't invest y'all feelings into men too early or too much, because y'all did it before already. And you know what happens to you when you do it. So you slow down, you take your time, you ask your questions, and you move differently until you see differently. Until you see a different behavior, then that's going to change your behavior. So men gonna change though. We retarded sometimes, but we gonna change.
That was well said, though. I can't even really argue with that. So, but do you feel that sometimes, with all that you said, right? Because it sounds like it's a big emotional risk being the main chick at some points, right? Because like everybody's gonna get hurt, right? At some point. Do you think that for some women it's safer to like is it emotionally safe to be a side chick?
Emotionally, yes. But we're not gonna say side chick though. Because side chick is too like, it's too degrading, right? You gotta call it something else. You just gotta say we just kicking it, we getting to know each other. But you have to be strong enough. Hey, look, you have to be strong enough to be like, look, I know this ain't going nowhere. You grown, I'm grown. When I do have needs, we can talk about something, we can do something. But I know it ain't going nowhere right now, because you have a lot of stuff going on, and I don't want no parts of that. We could just be like, if we do our thing, we could be safe. We could be safe, you know what I'm saying? And we can go out sometimes, because I like to deal with one person. This is me talking as a woman. I like to deal with one person. I like you. I know you like me because you're talking to me clearly. So we can hang out. We can go have fun. We can do what we do, be safe about it. And I don't have to, I'm going to still do my thing, you know what I'm saying, as a woman, do my thing, live my life, whatever, mind my business. But see, the reason why it sounds crazy, but when you do that, you avoid being hurt, because you're not going into something like, oh, I know he gonna leave his woman. I know he gonna do this. I know he gonna do that. That's that man and his karma. It ain't got nothing to do with you though. But let's just say if you get tired of it and you finally want to meet somebody, right? Or you finally want you want a relationship, then you can talk to him and be like, you know what? I understand you got something going on, and I know we've been doing our thing lately, but now I want a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you still got that thing going on, you can continue on with that. And I'm gonna go continue on do what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know that right now. Because you know what you're doing? You protecting your feelings this whole time. You're not giving your hopes up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like women need to do that more. Or people need to do that more often. People need to move like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's too many hurt people out here. People got too many high hopes on people. Too many. So
yeah,
that's how I feel.
I mean, I do feel like sometimes, I think sometimes women, they think they can handle being the in addition to, since you don't want to say side chick, even though you just gave us a synonym for it. But I think like, but sometimes men like they act like they create the expectation of like, no, like you're just as special, or I'm gonna leave this person, or I'm so glad I could be so honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like sometimes the person that's holding these two people or however many people that are supposed to be in like monogamous relationships, right? Because polyamory is something totally different. But like they create a whole fantasy storyline that then these other people then start to believe, and they act in accordance with that.
And guess what? And because you know that, That's why I said you need to move like you already know it ain't going nowhere. Because once you know that, it don't matter how many fantasies they create. They can create 20. It don't, what is it doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it's gonna do. That's all it's gonna be is a fantasy. You keep doing your thing, you go get your needs, and boom, you know, because he the one doing dirt, ain't you?
I think so. With that, like it has to be. It's important to set boundaries at the beginning because let me tell you something. If I accept the side chick role, then I have to understand what that comes with. There's times when he's not gonna be answering the phone. We got code words, whatever. This is where we meet at. I
Don't
don't
call
know.
me out the nine.
Right, exactly. Because you know what it is, and you signed up for that, and you're okay with that, and you can't attach any feelings and emotions to that. So being a side chick is emotionally safe in my mind. But where it can get twisted, I feel like, is sometimes dudes sell a whole nother dream, right? And it's because their emotions can kind of get entangled in it, right? Y'all can set a boundary all you want to, but when I spend that time with you, oh, she doing stuff that wifey not doing, or she's saying things that the main is not saying right now, and it's what I need. Like it's that healthy whatever, and then that's when it's reciprocated of, oh damn, you this and you that, or an I love you might slip out. And then now you got the side chick thinking like, hold on, wait a minute. Is this more than what it is? Because now we crossed that boundary. How do we reel it back in? We can't.
No, nobody. Look. Sometimes you know what it is though. It is a lot of oh, she's saying things that she ain't saying. Da da da. It's that too, but also what can complicate your feelings is some good sex, man. And and I'm trying to tell you, just because you have a main does not, and you have a side, don't your main your main person's sex ain't always better than your side person's sex. So sometimes you and the side person can set some boundaries, and when that sex is mind blowing, it's gonna complicate things. Because if you have mind blowing sex outside your house, and then you come home and have that regular sex, you gonna be like, let me call this nigga. Or let me call this damn girl. I need to go see her. And sometimes dudes do get more attached than the females do.
Talk about it.
I'm just saying, because sometimes with us, I mean, I know everybody loves certain things sexually and stuff, but man, sometimes dudes be tripping when they get some good head, y'all. When they get some good head, or if they start dealing with a girl who may ride the hell out of them, and they woman don't, or their woman is lazy in the bedroom, and this woman she riding with splits and backwards cowgirls and all type of shit. And you know what he gonna think when he go home? God damn, I ain't letting her go nowhere. And then soon as you start moving like, oh nah, we ain't no relationship. I hit you up when I need you. He gonna get crazy. He gonna turn crazy. Why y'all think in the news y'all seeing a lot of men killing women that they used to talk to that they don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah.
Dudes turn crazy, man. And y'all are more like y'all can control y'all emotions better than we can though. That's just a fact. Y'all can. I mean, y'all may be more emotional than us, but when it comes to like, that's why I don't know. It's just some situations, not even just dealing with this type of stuff, but just in some situations, y'all are more controllable over yourselves than we are.
Love that you said that.
That's a good clip right there, Britt. Make sure you clip that one right there.
Yes. I love that you
I
said
hate
that.
to say it, fellas, but they are, because I've seen and been in plenty of situations where, because I ain't gonna lie, I definitely started liking somebody more than I didn't plan to. And but it was already established like what it was. And I was like, oh man, no, they hit it one time, want to hit it again. And they like, nah, we ain't together,
You see?
I'm like, damn, that's what's up. And then one thing men don't like, Men don't like when another hand in their cookie jar, man. Trying to tell y'all something good.
Mm. Mm.
Trying to tell y'all something good, man.
That's nice, but I think it's just better to not have a side chick, period. Right? Because it just, I mean, it gets lost in the. I'm one of those people that if I sign up, if I'm the side chick, right? I signed up for this. I intentionally know what's to come. Feelings, no feelings involved, whatever. But if I am the main chick, I just feel like if I'm in a relationship and you're not, that's it, where you feel like you have to step outside and get a side chick because I'm not fulfilling needs or emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever it is, tell me that and leave me. Do not go get another
Y'all know
girlfriend.
the sole purpose of having a side chick is not
Well,
to
that was
tell you. It's not to tell you nothing.
obviously, but you don't even have to tell me. What I'm saying is don't engage in those types of situations at all. Before you have to go put a side chick and hide her, just leave and go
So I
have
do
her
got a
freely.
question for y'all. I got a question for both of y'all. Because my back burned right now.
What's your question, Tim?
So look, look. So let's just say y'all found out y'all significant other has a side chick, right? But let's just say when y'all find out he got one, it ain't about sex. He just really looked for he was seeking the companionship that y'all lost in somebody else, but he just wanted that alone. But let's just say he say, look, it's so hard for me to talk to you. We're never on the same page. We can never agree on anything. I love you and respect you enough not to cheat on you, but I seeked companionship in somebody else because it felt good. I did not have sex with this girl. We just kicked it, talked, had long conversations, and she made me feel the way you used to make me feel. But I'm not cheating though. I'm not cheating. I'm just talking. And have the company of her, and she had the company of me. But I'm not cheating on you though. And you go, what y'all gonna do? Because he already told you it's hard. It's hard for us to talk. We can't agree. We always argue. We can't agree on nothing. You won't listen to me. I won't listen to you. So we at each other next. So what you want me to do? I want to hear y'all answers to this.
You want to go, Asia?
A couple of things here. A couple of things here. Just being honest, I wouldn't believe him. I wouldn't believe the fact that he said that they didn't have sex just because, and call it societal norms or whatever. But we talk so much about how like men are physical, like like if they're physical creatures, right? Like so for me, I'm like, ain't no way you ain't sleep with Shorty. That's number one. I'm just being real, just being real. Ain't no way you're a liar. And then fine, you said we can't talk. We sure can't because now we arguing. But at the end of it, I was just like, delete. If I can't give you good conversation, or I can't stimulate you in this way or whatever the case may be, and it got to that point, because in my mind that is cheating now. Like you're setting yourself up to cheat on me, like full blown. Like you can have sure like because he didn't come to me and say, "Oh, this is my friend," or XYZ. Like it's like no, there's this other person in my life that I'm now investing time, effort, conversation. When you and I don't get along, I run to this person. So like, okay, so that's your girlfriend. So what am I doing here? Because for me, it would be different if you came to me on something like, babe, Shorty's at work. They looking at me. Look, I'm trying not to get tempted. I'm coming to you before it even gets to a point. This is my problem. Can we work on it? Because if not, I'm tempted. I'm looking. Sheila at work is just, she keep bringing me these sweet potato pies, babe, that you don't make for me anymore. What am I supposed to do? I would rather that than you tell me, no, I already found her. I've been communicating with her. We ain't have sex. It's like, I would be like, y'all probably did. But I would want you to tell me first. Tell me all that stuff before. No, because why am I here?
I got plenty of things to say about what you said, but I would love to hear Brittany's answer.
I just think that it's worse than cheating to me. I really think that if you connect with somebody on a mental space, like the companionship part of it, that's worse than if you laid it down in the bed, right? Because we talk about it all the time, how like with women, I don't know about in today's society, because today people they just wild out here.
Everywhere.
But before, we used to talk about how women they would cheat on their spouses, whatever, because there's a lack of an emotional connection, whatever. Everything is emotional, right? Men, they just go out there because they see what they see and they want to hit it, and boom, whatever. They satisfy their craving, temptation, whatever it is. That's normally how it works. So for me, I'd much rather you do that because you like what you see, right? And you trying to hit that and you want to see what that feels like or what that does, versus, oh, I just want to sit and talk because my girl at home is not giving me the companionship of the relationship. That's the foundation. Sex, you can get sex from anybody. So really, if you lose the companionship part of it, then there is no relationship here. You might as well pack your stuff and just go ahead on, oh girl, you can have it. I
Yeah,
don't, that's it.
That was
yeah,
good,
cause
Britt.
that's permanent. Emotional attachments, that could end up being permanent. But Asia,
Yes, Tim.
why I'm stuck at the fact that, okay, so you said you wanted him to come tell you would want him to come tell you first. Now, remember I said if y'all two are at each other's neck, y'all haven't been the most on the same page couple lately.
Mhm.
So what difference would it have made if he came to you and he told you this? What would it have changed? Would you have changed anything about y'all situation? Or would you have like what would you have done? Would you have got mad, cursed him out or whatever? Or would you have been like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Let's talk about this type of talk. What would you do?
That's a great question. And I think it would be a mix of both, to be honest. And just like not even just like a me personally personal, but like as women, because a lot of times, and I say this a lot, women are in competition with other women. Whether we want
Mhm.
to admit it or not, we are. So I think the moment that it is like because some women have the thought of like, he's not leaving. Like he's not leaving. Relationships go through ups and downs. We're just in our down part. So in somebody's mind, the end might not be, okay, he's going to leave, right? And I think he's gonna leave is actually not as bad as hearing he's gonna leave me for this other woman. So I think him saying like, yeah, I'm not just out. I'm out with Sheila from work, the one that that I told you not to worry about. Like I'm about to be out with Sheila. Like in that, I think that would wake a woman up more because I think that she would be mad in the moment, of course, but I guarantee you she's going back to talk to one of her girls like he really about to leave for Sheila.
And they gonna give her some of the worst advice ever.
Not always, not
Girl,
always. I
leave
think
him. Nah,
leave
nah,
him,
nah,
nah,
leave
yeah.
him, girl.
That's true, but I think, but then you'll have, I think in those moments, the women, they do come to terms with like, and they will have the conversation like, he can't leave me. I love him. Like we fight, we both fight, we both do these things. So I personally think that the hearing that there's another woman, I think for some women, someone will just yell and be like, all right, go with her then, like it is what it is. But I think there are also some women that will be like, oh, he's not leaving me
I
for
actually think that's with
her.
I actually think that's with men and women though.
Mm.
I think anybody with the thought of somebody taking somebody from you, that I think with anybody get like that. It's crazy how that happens because a person can act like they don't want you or nothing like that, but as soon as somebody come try to, now the only way somebody won't be affected by that is if they already like emotionally gone from you.
Yeah.
Like if they have no more invested feelings in y'all or in what y'all have, and somebody new comes along, if they ain't tripping, then that means they already took away their investment.
So would y'all say that at any point in time that somebody in that relationship needs to take accountability? Like if a man comes to you and tells you first before he engages in X, Y, and Z, he's telling you like all these things, instead of you getting mad and comparing yourself, or instead of you saying, just go ahead with it because that's what it is. When do we as women or men, if it's flip-flopped, take accountability and be like, yo, is there something wrong with me? Or Are we compromising in this relationship? Am I meeting his or her needs? Like, when do you guys feel like that should take place, if it should?
Right then and there. As soon as a problem like that present itself, then you need to be asking yourself. That's why I asked her. I said, if he came to you and he said that, would you be like, all right, how can we fix this? Or would you just start getting mad? Because he already done said y'all like this. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, the woman should be wondering, oh, what am I doing wrong? I wonder why he's choosing to do this. Because the only reason somebody gonna do that in the first place is if they missing something in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If they ain't missing nothing and they completely happy, then they have no reason to do that unless they just like to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but most times it's because most people like thrill. They like thrill. They like chase. Sometimes that's the only reason, and which is why they don't need to be in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And other times it's because they missing something. They not receiving something. And 9 times out of 10, it probably wasn't even talked about. They just acted.
And so, see, that's the hard part, right? Is because when you have people like that are habitual cheaters that consistently do these things because they legit got a problem, right? Then you start asking the question of, well, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? I can't tell you how many times I did that in a previous relationship where I was cheated on numerous amounts of times. And it was like, well, is it me? Well, damn, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I'm not taking this nigga back. Like, we at time number 3. How many times can you say you're sorry or whatever? And we worked through this. And that was me kind of holding myself accountable, thinking it was me, but when really it was him. So it's sometimes what I'm saying is sometimes it can be hard to decipher if it's me that has the issue or is it really a you problem and you're not willing to work on this companionship with me and talk through these things. Or is your talk all game? Like it's hard.
What's crazy? Most people don't know how to resolve issues, man. That's all it is at the end of the day. Like, you could be a grown ass person and you still don't know how to resolve issues. You know what anytime somebody got an issue between their selves and another person, everybody always trying to get their points across. And that's why issues don't be resolved, because everybody want to be right. And everybody wants somebody to hear them. Everybody want to be the voice or have the last word. Everybody be in competition with one another. So that's why not a lot of people be like, yeah, you're right, I was wrong. All right, so how we gonna fix this right here? No, everybody's not doing that. So as long as people continue to not do that, that's the longer that same cycle of shit gonna go on.
That's fact.
And it's hard in the moment too. I feel like it's hard for people to take accountability in the moment because of that. Because most people's gut like knee reaction is to get defensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like in the scenario we were just talking about, if it's like, okay, Asian, no, like I cannot talk to you. We are constantly bumping heads. And like I know that like for me, and it's not my work on y'all for real, but like it's like me, well, we argue together. So like, you be saying stuff too, and then I just say stuff, and then that's how we start arguing. It's like both of us be messing up. And I think sometimes it's a lot of people, they do that, where it's like, I don't want to be the loser in this context where it doesn't have to be a competition, right? Just because you're being held accountable to something doesn't mean that you've lost something or that you have to lose in that moment, right? It really is about like, if this is a relationship that means something to me, if this is a relationship that I hold value to or that has a high value to me, and also because I just want to be a better version of myself and a better person, then this is probably something I should work on. Because 9 times out of 10, like the serial cheater knows that they are a serial cheater. The person that argues a lot knows that they argue a lot. The person that's like hard to deal with, they know they're hard to deal with because 9 times out of 10, it's not just in the context of that romantic relationship that's an issue. They're probably hard headed like that at work or with their friends or in their family. You know what I mean? Like they know. We know what our issues are.
And this goes back to when I said, like, if you the side chick and you're dealing with a dude and you already know what it is, I got this agreement going on, whatever, right? That mindset that I said have, Now you know how you just said some people already know they serial cheaters.
Mhm.
Now, oh no, it was when we was talking about like when I was saying how you deal with multiple people and when you deal with the next person, you
Right.
know what you're dealing with that person because of the multiple people you dealt with. Now, this is the same thing. This is what you got to have the same mindset. Like as soon as you see a dude, because I'm pretty sure every woman probably at least one time dealt with a dude that was just malicious with his wrongs, like just doing wrong shit. He knew it was wrong. He had excuse for everything. Everybody probably dealt with one person like that. But because you dealt with that one person like that, the next dude or next two dudes or whatever dudes you talk to after that, you should be able to spot a serial cheater. So when you see that, train yourself to not be invested into this dude, because everything he do, he gonna just be doing, and that's him, but it won't affect you. So like if you train your mind on what is and what's not, then you'll be all right. Like I'm just saying, like shit, Brittany can, I mean not Brittany, right? They be talking about Asia. So Asia can meet a dude today. Well, Asia can start talking to a dude today that she already know about. Maybe you heard about a reputation he had or something, but you just want to talk to him anyway. Just all some chill shit. Talk to him, just whatever. See what he talking about. But you should go into it training your mind. Like I heard about this, but I'm gonna talk to him because I actually like him. I think he cool, but I'm gonna talk to him. But because I heard about this reputation, let me not get emotionally involved. Because if he do try to pull a stunt, he won't have me looking stupid. Now you won't be a side or a main.
But yeah. But same question to you though. If you get into a situation, or are you trying to weigh a situation if you understand that the girl is a side chick? Like she has a reputation of being a side chick. Like she just fills that role. She been a side for hella dudes or whatever. And your turn rolls around and she's your side chick, but y'all actually connect, whatever. Are you then hesitant to make her a main chick at any point?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
But it would take a while for me to get very comfortable. That's just
With her
like
in general?
That's just like asking me if I start talking to a girl who I know is a known hoe. But when I talk to her, we clicking and she ain't acting like one, right? She ain't acting like no hoe. But as soon as we meet, we cool, convo's good, we hanging out, boom, boom. But in the back of my mind, I'll be like, I don't know, man. She had a lot of dicks in her. Boy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so change. So what if she changed? Like we talked about change.
That's what
Like
I'm
what if
saying. It would have to take a while for me to see that. But you know what happened though with women? Y'all want what y'all want so much and so on your time that soon as a dude put a little, if he slow your time down just a little bit, y'all ready to go off. It's like y'all come look, what we doing here? What we doing? And I'd be like, man, I just want to take my time. But look, you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. How many times? Look, hey, look. How many times either one of y'all said to a dude, you don't know what you want? How many times y'all said that to a dude?
Oh
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
A number of times.
But see, that's what I would get. If I say, oh man, I don't know right now. Oh, you don't know what you want. Oh, I know what I want. Trust me. I know what I want. I don't want. But see, I sometimes you could be talking to somebody and the way y'all just vibe and click and be cool, be on the friendship level, it's so fucking good and it feel good that you don't want to, sometimes people think they want to enter a relationship with somebody, but then in the back of your mind, it's like being friends with somebody for a long time, 10 years of friendship. And let's just say, me and Age been friends for 10 years. And that 11th year, she's like, she want to have a relationship, and I'm like, if I say, and let's just say she knows, like she determined, like she know what she want. At 11th year, nah, Tim, we gotta get together. Boom. But let's just say if I say, I don't know, man, I respect our friendship. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard not to want to, but I also I feel like if we enter that relationship, I feel like we're gonna change. Like we're used to we're used to each other. Um we're used to one side of each other for like this whole 10 years. We're only used to the friendship level. You know too much about me. I know too much about you for us to enter a relationship. Because as soon as we enter a relationship, we're gonna think about all that stuff. Let's just say I shared a whole lot of my dirt with her. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, I was partying, man. I had 2 girls this night, la la la. I shared too much with her. Shit, she might fuck around and don't trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy when you transitioning from friendship to relationship. It's crazy.
That's true. It's hard too because sometimes you overshare because you confide. Exactly what you were saying. You confide in a person about certain
Oh
things.
my God, I've been saying that for the last couple of months. I've been saying, watch how much you pillow talk.
Mm-hmm.
And this is with anybody, not just with that example I gave, because you can say so much to a, oh my God, let me get this example, please. I gotta get an example.
Go ahead.
Let's just say, okay, let's just say me and Brittany, we best friends, right? Best friends. Let's just say me and her been through, no, yeah, we've been through a lot. But let's just say me and her had a thing in the past, just a quick little fling or whatever. But we kept it secret, you know, we friends and shit. Let's just say her husband, he know about me and he know about our friendship, but he never knew that me and her had a thing.
Mm-hmm.
She could be pillow. Let's just say she already pillow talked to him about what me and her talk about and stuff like that. That's cool, whatever, as long as ain't no serious stuff. But let's just say one day she like, baby, I gotta tell you something. You know, one day, long. Let's just say he asked her something crazy, like, "Is this something that you never told me that you know how people, you know how couples be asking
Yeah, yeah.
questions? Is this something that you never told me that you want to tell me, but you worried about how I'm gonna react, that type of thing?" And let's just say you like, well, you know, me and Tim hooked up in the past, like before we got married though, but it was in the past, but we just let it fly, whatever, we buried it, whatever. You know what you just did? You just
Kill the
made him
friendship.
not trust me, not trust you around me.
Yep.
Because now he's gonna raise the eyebrows at me and you every time he see us in the same room.
Yep.
He gonna want to be near you when you're on the phone with me.
Yep.
He gonna want to look through your phone and our messages. Because he's gonna think because we did it in the past, we could do it again. And he's gonna think it's something more going on between me and you. And that's because you talked too much.
Yep. Yep. You could not have said that better. Word to the wise. If you have an opposite sex friend in your life that you want around for a very, very long time, do not tell your spouse about any type of, and this may be the worst advice I'm giving ever, but I guarantee you that if you open your mouth, if y'all even held hands, he can at one point, and you share that with your spouse, depending on where you guys are, your spouse then is always going to have a side eye, especially if there was levels of intimacy. It's one thing if y'all was talking, whatever, that's different. But levels of intimacy, like you shared sexual soul ties stuff with this person. Oh, and y'all are friends now because it didn't work out because we just had sex because we were friends, or just whatever it was, or oh, it was 20 years ago. Like, I don't care. That person still has a piece of you that I also shared. It could have been at a different point of time, but my mind, you could be well over it. Y'all could be well over it, but my mind is instantly going to take me back there. So don't say nothing if you don't want to lose that friendship. If y'all have really established a friendship, either that or just cut the person off. You shouldn't be friends with somebody that you slept with in the past if it's going to be that, because I promise you, it will cause so much turmoil in your relationship if you open your mouth. It really will.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
open your
good,
mouth.
Britt. I really
Bury it.
think, and I feel this way about different things too, not even with like this. I just think there are certain things that a person experiences in their life that should
Mhm.
only be between them and their maker. Like, I don't think anybody should know certain things about people. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like that that's between you and your maker. That's all I gotta say about it. I just
People
yeah.
just gotta stop running their mouth, man.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know, especially when it come to like, sexual shit. Like you ain't supposed to be like, cause another thing that's common, like let's just say I meet two friends, right? No, let's just say I meet a girl and in a different time of my life, me and her do something. But then later on, I meet
Mm-hmm.
another girl, and that girl so happens to be her friend.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not know that they were friends, and they did not know that the other person knew him or whatever. If I'm see me on my part, I ain't gonna say nothing on my part because if they family or friends, best friends, whatever case may be, if I did something with one, I'd advise you not to tell the other person, not to tell her because I'm not. But if you tell her, then that's y'all thing. Y'all gotta deal with that. But I ain't know. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I'm not gonna tell. Hey, yeah, I hit your friend, right? That's
Yeah.
not that's
Don't.
that's
Oh.
not me. That's not me. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's another common thing that happens because the world's small. You can run into people that know this person, know that person. I just be
Hmm.
like, man, I don't talk about nothing. I don't talk about nothing that go on in my messages, none of that stuff, because
So
so many things can brew, man. It's crazy.
I got a question. And we this is the last question. I'm gonna say it like Tim and Asia, really. If you in that same scenario, right? You talk to this person before, and then your homie brings the person around, and it's like, oh snap, like I had something there. She doesn't speak on it, or he doesn't speak on it. Are you then going to tell the friend that you had something with that person back in the day, or are you just gonna let it be because they are happy, they are in a good place, they was hyped to bring the new person around, and
So
you don't want
basic
to
so
crush that?
so basically you saying if my man bring around a girl that he smashing and I smashed her already, would I tell him that I smashed her?
Yep.
I don't know. It depends. And now, hold on. Now, I'll say this. I'll say this. If if it's I don't know. It's that's the one question that I say stump me because if that's somebody that he trying to make his girl, then I probably had to tell him.
Yeah, best man
I
energy.
think I don't know because you and your friends close. I think I'd tell him either situation though. Cause you gotta tell them though. You gotta tell the when it okay, put like this. When sex is involved, you gotta say something because you don't know if that person you don't know what that person intentions is with that person. No, you don't have to say sex. You could just say we used to talk.
But are you telling them at the beginning, like before it gets
Oh,
before
right
it
there in that
wait?
moment?
Uh-huh.
Nah, hell no. Hell no.
You're gonna wait?
Put
When
it
you
like
wait?
this. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till you one on one because one thing I don't like to do, I don't like to have certain type of conversations with other ears around.
Okay.
Like if using that same
Hmm.
best friend situation, like if you broke, no, it ain't got to be that situation. Let's just say we friends, but we close, and you bring me around to like a gathering or something. I see your husband, I meet your husband, and I don't like him. I'm gonna wait till I got you one on one to talk to you and tell you why I don't like your husband. I don't have the Asia don't have to be right there. I'm gonna wait because I don't like what they call it. I don't like an audience. I
Hmm.
don't like an audience. If I gotta
Hmm.
talk to you about something that was something like that I feel like is gonna be something, then I'm gonna pull you to the side. I like to pull people on the side to talk about shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
wait. I'm not gonna be like, hey Asia, can you excuse us real? I ain't gonna do like that. I'm gonna just wait. I'll be like, hey man, I don't like your husband, yeah. You can say why? I'm like, I don't like the way he looked at me, yeah. Like it's like I don't need it because I feel like when you talk to people about shit and the audience is present, the conversation is worse when there's an
You can't.
audience.
You could take a left turn.
Yeah, so you gotta. I'm stern on one-on-one shit.
Okay, Asia, what about you, sis? You telling them, or you just letting them be happy-go-lucky?
Yo, that's crazy. Like, this is a crazy question because it's so complex to me. Just because it's like I have so many follow-up questions, right? Like, was it just a one-time thing when we were drunk back in college that we barely remember, or did I actually have feelings for this person? And do I know something crazy about this person that I feel like my homegirl should know? Or I don't know. So what I would do is um because a part of me is like I want to know if is dude, because I realize it would be me and two dudes. If the dude is gonna talk to his homeboy, I mean, is gonna talk to the person that I was with, or whatever the case may be, however the scenario is. So it's weird. I'm with Tim. I would have private conversation. I'm conflicted on who I would have the conversation with first, because for me, it's like, do I talk to, like, yo, like, you know we did something. Did you say something? Are you gonna be the one, or does it gotta be me? Because I don't got you the one in the relationship with them now. Who are you gonna have that conversation with them, or does it have to be me? And so for me, I think they need to know, but for me it would be like, okay, but who's gonna tell them?
I feel like everybody
Who's gonna
need
have
to
that
know.
conversation?
Everybody need to
That's
know.
what I'm
It's all
saying.
about when.
Yes, the conversation has to happen. For me, it's who's gonna say it? Who's pulling that person aside to be
I'm
like,
pulling my man to
oh
the
man, I
side
didn't, I didn't
first.
know you were friends with so and so.
I'm pulling my man to the side first.
Yeah, I think maybe the friend comes first, only because where the loyalty lies, right? Like I
Yeah.
don't owe that person anything because it was just a fling thing that didn't work out,
Yeah.
versus friend is somebody that I'm actually loyal to, been around a
Yeah.
lot, and I don't know.
And
No,
plus, if you say something to like if I say something to the girl, then that would make my friend mad because he's gonna whoever where your loyalty lied, they're going to be mad if you didn't say nothing
Mhm.
to them and you didn't say nothing to them first. Because if you say something to the person, it's gonna look like there's something still there.
yeah.
Y'all see the movie The
Yeah,
Brothers?
no, that's
Did y'all ever see the movie The Brothers
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
with Morris
a
Chestnut?
long time. Yeah.
You remember how the father brought no, you remember how the father came back into Morris Chestnut life and Morris Chestnut was dating a girl that his father used to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
when he came to the little birthday party of the daughter, they seen each other and they act like nothing happened. But then
Yeah.
when everybody walked away, they was to the side talking and they was like, I think we should just
Right.
tell him and that type of shit. Like, and then when he found out later, oh man,
All hell broke loose.
all hell broke
Yeah.
loose.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Y'all right. That's
That's
silly.
it's like the best man. I said it earlier. It's like the best man.
Oh, that's a perfect example. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's
Oh
what it
my
is. Look how
God.
mad the friends got at the end, because it's kind of like, yo, you didn't tell me, and I'm about to marry this girl. Like I'm about to
Oh
marry her,
my
and you
God.
decided to tell me through a book now?
That shit carried on to the next one
That's
too.
that's a lot. That's a little
Oh my
ridiculous.
God. But
But
he's
dang,
stupid though, because he wrote a book.
Yeah,
He
that's a
wrote a
lot.
book about that shit.
yeah.
Nobody's doing all that.
No,
Nobody's doing
that was a little extreme,
Cause I don't
but
think it would have came out. Well, it probably did, cause one of the friends would have brought it up. I ain't
they
even
were
gonna lie.
both wrong. They were both wrong because sis owed him that much because you knew that was your best. That's your best friend. Like that's literally your best man. So sis should have told him something, and then he was wrong because I'm standing next to you while you're exchanging
all
vows to the
right.
woman that I smashed. Like that's crazy. They were both wrong.
I
They were
don't
both.
know. Yeah, they both was wrong. But as his friend, he should have left out that room when she tried to be so seductive and shit and turn him on. He should have left that room.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I
Yeah.
because it ain't
Yeah.
it's no accidentally fucking a woman. It's not. It's
Say
no
that,
accident.
say that louder for the people in the back.
It's no accident, but I can tell you that there still is a such thing as temptation and not controlling yourself. But don't call it an accident after you do it. Just say you couldn't help it because temptation was too much. The temptation was too much. But don't say you ain't mean to do it because your man ain't gonna see it that way.
Right.
If you be honest
Right.
with him and you tell him what happened, and if he knows you, if he know how you are and stuff like that, the outcome varies on that, on how you are and what type of dude you are and stuff like that. But I don't know that the woman was a rich. Oh, she was so wrong for even trying to tempt him.
Yeah, she was.
Because he wasn't even going to do nothing. She was like, oh, taking her clothes off and shit. Oh my God, man. Don't do that
You
to
done got too started.
look, once our opinions get hard, yo, it's a wrap, yo.
Hmm?
Once we
Yes.
hard, it's a wrap. Like it ain't no, I mean, I ain't gonna say it ain't no going down, but
Right.
but I'm
Good
just
for
saying,
you.
like once it's up, it's ready to go. So if I get extra
Up and stuff.
if I get extra touchy feely, please, you did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Okay. Y'all heard it here
Just
first.
thank you so much. Right. It's just up and stuff. That's what Tim said. But Tim, we always appreciate you kicking it with us for real. And just for last time, let our listeners know where they can find you, how they can connect with you.
Listen, y'all come follow me. Come follow me on Instagram, Real Talk with Tim Podcast, TikTok, Real Talk with Tim Podcast, Twitter /X, RTWT Podcast. You can look me up on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Real Talk with Tim Podcast. No, Real Talk with Tim. I'm sorry. Real Talk with Tim. Just type Real Talk with Tim in all those platforms, and I'm gonna come up. Y'all gonna see my cool little picture and all that, my artwork, arms folded, real talking, yellow with Tim and blue, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, like I said in the beginning, if you like to listen to, love, life, and relationships, tap in. If you don't, it's okay. I understand. But yeah, season 6, we in here.
Yeah.
Yes. And this has been another episode of Small Talk. You already know. 2 queens, 1 king, 3 perspectives. We will see you on the next episode. Bye.